All right, let's go. I will obviously do this as a BS content creator who is just trying to capitalize on the potential hype of leaks that may or may not be correct. I am only giving this any time just because apparently people have said that this person leaked correctly last time. So we're gonna go look at these leaks, and y'all can tell me how bullshit y'all think it is. All right, we got Astra Ghouls, which says, when this card is normal summon, more zombie support. Astra Ghouls is level 5 zombie. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon in defense position, but its effects are negated. Also mentioned during the end phase. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, and the face-up monster you currently control becomes the level... and the face of monsters you currently control become the level equal to the result until the end of this turn. Actual XC support. I mean, technically you can summon a Shiranui from the graveyard off this, and then it gets banished and leaves the field, so it gets its banish effect off if it's not like Spectral Sword or something like that. But also you have to tribute summon for it, and it's a normal summon only effect, so that's a feels no, man. Level 6. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Your opponent's monsters whose original levels or rank is lower than this card's level cannot target monsters for attacks, except this one. Your opponent cannot target monsters except this one with the effects of monsters whose original level rank is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell trap is activated or an FA effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If your FA monster battles while you control this level 7 or higher card, monsters your opponent control cannot activate their effects until the end of the damage step. Alright, FA Whipcrosser, level 4. Gains attack equals this level times 300. Your opponent must pay 300 life points to activate the effect of a monster whose original level or rank is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell trap or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If this card is level 7 or higher, your opponent cannot discard or send cards from their hand to the graveyard to activate a card effect. Damn, finally we have the Karma Cut counter. Karma got him. That's not good. I don't think that's going to really stop Karma Cut from existing in the meta. Figured I'd make the joke. FA Downforce. Target one FA monster you control. Increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one FA monster you control. Increase its level by 2 until the end of this turn. Okay, so basically, boosting 2 times at different points. And a quick effect. Interesting. Or a quick play, rather. FA Circuit Grand Prix. Increase the level of all FA monsters on the field by 2 during the battle phase only. Once per turn, when your FA monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw 1 card. That's pretty good. This face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect. You can add 1 FA card from your deck to your hand, except a copy of itself. You can only use the effect of Grand Turbo, Grand Prix, whatever, once per turn. Hey. That's pretty good. FA Sonic Meister. Gains attack equals level times 300, yada yada yada. Cannot be destroyed by battle when an opponent's monster's original level or rank is lower than this card's level. It's like opposite decider. Each time an FA spell trap or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If it's level 7 or higher, it can make up to 2 attacks during each battle phase. Purgatorial Light. Easy. Diceversity. Once per turn, you can target one monster on the field whose current level is different from its original level. Roll a 6-sided die, and that monster's level becomes the same as the result. That seems like a very, very convoluted effect. Kubin. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, and while this monster is face up on the field, neither player can normal or special summon monsters with the same level as a result. Effect lingers while it's face up on the field, so you can keep trying and place a different lingering restriction. Oh, so you activate it once per turn, but the effect isn't until the end of this turn. Okay, so if you happen to roll 4 and your opponent just plays all level 4s, then just GG, basically. But only while it's face up on the field. That's good to know. Let me actually reread how it was written. So let's see. Once per turn, you could roll a 6-sided die, while this monster is face up on the field, and you need to play like a normal special summon monster with the same level as a result. Honestly, if there's a way to, like, if Duke Devlin has like a busted dice skill, then this could actually be like an insanely toxic card. Alright, so Fire Darts, you can all activate this card. When you have no cards in your hand, roll a 6-sided die 3 times, inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the total result of the die roll times 100. But like actually times 50 though, am I right? Let's see, select one monster in your hand and show it to your opponent. Then roll a 6-sided die. The result is 1. Send the selected monster to the graveyard. The result is 2 to 6. The level of the selected monster becomes equal to the result until the end of this turn. Don't we already have like a skill that's kind of like that? Like, doesn't Joey have a skill like that? That's Desperado support. Just normal summon. Normal summon Desperado. If you get a 1, you get a search. Fair. Fair. But what if you get a 5 or a 6? Then you just tribute summon over your special summon Machina. True, it's broken. Alright, so apparently Harpy support that we are supposedly getting based on this leaky. This is a big card. I wonder if we're getting the, like, if this is true, I wonder if we're getting the Harpy monster deck could, like, treat another monster as a tuner. Let's see. Shuffle one Harpy Lady Sisters from your main, or from your monster zone. Sorry, we don't have main monster zone yet. Into the deck. Then you can special summon 3 Harpy monsters with different original names, one from your hand, deck, and graveyard. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except wind monsters. If this card you control is destroyed by a Harpy card's effect or your opponent's card effect, add 1 Harpy monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Harpy Lady Elegance once per turn. Okay. So it could be just like destroyed while it's set and you could get a search. Okay, that's fine. So basically I'm assuming you're really trying to destroy this so you could get a searchy, right? Alright, we got FA Overheat. If only your opponent controls a monster, special summon 1 FA monster from your hand, and if you do, increase the level by 3 until the end of this turn. This card is in your graveyard and you control no cards in your field zone. You could banish this card from the graveyard, activate 1 FA field spell directly from your hand or graveyard. You can only use this effect of FA Overheat once per turn. I was going to say, this is kind of like UA's trap card, except it only activates from the hand or graveyard rather than being able to add it from the deck to the hand. Seems, I don't know what y'all think. I'm not very familiar with FAs. I just know that they have some like really good cards, including some like really good synchro cards, I believe, synchro monsters. But which actually, now we think about it, we're getting a lot more synchro cards. But I'm not really like as familiar with like whether this would actually be a good card. But on the surface, I'm just like, Let's see, FA Motorhome Transport. Let's see, 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner, 0 attack, 3,000 defense. Oh, Pogger's Blue Eyes counter. They can't beat over this unless they go into Get the Castle, which they realistically can very easily do. Gains attack equal to his level times 300. And this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, that's busted. That's 2,700 attack. That can beat over Dragon Spirit of White. Oh, and that can beat over Azurai Silver Dragon after you econ it, after you somehow get over its targeting protection, or just interrupt this Spirit Dragon to go into Azurai's and then get put into attack position before it could actually get a targeting protection. Or something like that. Poggers! Each time an FA spell, trap, card, or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. Oh, that's going to be 3,000. Pog! This card gains the following effects based on its current level. Level 11 or higher. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Level 13 or higher. Once per turn, you can target 1 FA monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Bro, that's busted. You can make a rank 13 with this card. And before people run and use Inverse Universe and FAs. Alright, FA Pit Stop. I thought I was imagining the name of this card. Target 1 FA monster you control, reduce this level by 2, and if you do, draw cards equal to the number of FA Pit Stop in your graveyard. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you could banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 FA monster in your graveyard to special summon it. You can only use each effect of FA Pit Stop once per turn. That graveyard effect is like kind of insane. The on-field effect is just kind of like interesting. I mean, it's like immediately not such a great card, but like you're probably going to want to keep using this card so you could eventually gain value off its graveyard effect. So the more of the FA Pit Stops you use, the more you eventually like get to, like the first one you're going to go -1 initially until you get his graveyard effect the following turn, so you could kind of go neutral. But then the second one you use, well, the problem is, let me see, you can only use each effect of FA Pit Stop once per turn. So like, but you could use both effects in the same turn. It's just the FA Pit Stop that you banished couldn't be sent there the same turn. So let's say you used FA Pit Stop on your turn, whatever, then your opponent did a thing, then you go on your turn, you activate another Pit Stop, you went neutral with that second one because you had an FA Pit Stop in your graveyard already, and then you banish it, and then the first one, and then you special summon. Look at that, you're plussing. Is this how it works? If you banish from the graveyard, you don't even draw more cards than before. Yeah, that's what I was like thinking. I'm like, something's a little sus here. So you want to save each one in graveyard to draw more before you banish. Yeah, I'm finally getting it. Pit, get it, stop, pit. Hey, that's pretty good. All right, so FA Off-Road Grand Prix. Increase, this is another field spell. Okay. Increase the level of all FA monsters in the field by 2 during the main phase only. Oh, PogChamp. So you activate this one during the main phase, and then during the battle phase, your opponent's like, ha, I'm safe now. And then you chain the trap to make your FA monsters get that same effect, except during the battle phase with the field spell that does the same thing, but only during the battle phase. I'm getting FAs now. Let's see. When an FA monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. Wow. Okay. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by card effect, you can add 1 FA card from your deck to your hand. Bro, So Storm, like 100% is like getting played in this deck, like 70,000%, like all of the percents, like so many storms, like all of the storms, like literally Storm, like that's busted. Yeah, like and just like crash a monster and rip a card, that's like insane. Let's see, Dice Collapse is a level 4 fire type. Alistair support, am I right? Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, then apply the result. If you roll a 1, look at your opponent's hand. Also discard 1 card from their hand. Bro, that's broken. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard a card. Bro, that's broken. Just play this in Dark Worlds. Easily broken. 6, discard your entire hand. Bro, that's broken. Just play this in Dangers. You're broken. Right? That's an effect. That's not a cost. Am I right, guys? Let's see. Hysteric Sign is a continuous spell. When this card is activated, add 1 Elegant Egotist from your deck or graveyard to your hand. During end phase, it discards in the graveyard because it was sent there from the hand or field this turn. Add up to 3 Harpy cards with different names from each other from your deck to your hand. You can only use 1 Hysteric Sign effect per turn, and only once per turn. This whole box is just Storm support. Like, literally just Storm support. I mean, that's kind of an insane card. Like, let's say if you go first and you have Storm and you waste Storm by using it on this, you use 2 cards to get 3 cards. The only problem is that you can't actually like do anything with them, like in terms of like spells or traps or like summoning the monsters. So I mean, I don't know anything that's like could interact from your hand during your opponent's turn, but that seems like a really good card that could kind of be bitten in the ass by how slow its effect resolves. All right, we got number 7, the Lucky Straight. You could detach 1 Xyz monster or 1 Xyz material from this card, roll a 6-sided die twice, and this card's attack becomes the larger number rolled times 700 until your opponent's next end phase. Then if the roll is exactly 7, apply 1 of these effects. Send all other cards on the field to the graveyard, special summon 1 monster from your hand or from either graveyard, or draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. Bro, that's Graceful Charity, and Graceful Charity is a bad card. That's so broken, bro. Bro, you're gonna roll 7 every time. It's Poggers. Okay, so let's see. Let's say if you roll 2 6s, right? So that's 12 times 700, right? No, it's only the larger number. So 6 times 700, right? That's quick maths. 4,200. Plus the 700 attack that it has. No, its attack becomes. Okay, so it'll just be 4,200 attack. Oh, no big deal. We could just beat over Obelisk now. All right, Armor Ninjutsu Art of Rust Mist. When a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, if you control a ninja monster, have the current attack of that special summoned monsters. That's interesting. I mean, it's a continuous trap, so it could like consistently bully your opponent, but also it's like requires setup. You have to go first and have this. And most of the time you just want the other form of interruption, so I don't really imagine this actually being played. Brain Golem, a level 6. Effect of face-up light monsters are negated. If this card destroys a light monster by battle, it can attack once again in a row. Wow, bro, that's broken. All my homies hate Blue Eyes. I don't think this will really... I mean, I guess this stops alternative pop, and I guess no more Dragon Spirit of White Banish, but if Dragon Spirit of White tags out, though, it's no longer a face-up light monster, so its banish won't be negated. And same with Spirit Dragon. Let's say if it like tries to negate a graveyard effect, but then tags out into Azure Eyes. Since the Spirit Dragon's no longer in the field, the graveyard negation will still work, though, right? Not Dark Machine. Actually, true. Imagine it was so close. Almost Desperado support. Yeah, I don't think it would negate Spirit Dragon either. As long as they tag out, then they're chilling. Because you could like negate and then tag out at the same time, so you wouldn't be on the field upon resolution. So it attributes for cost and isn't face up anymore. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, we got BS Covered Core. This card's normal summon, put 2 counters on it. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. This card attacks or is attacked at the end of the damage step. Toss a coin and call it. If you call it wrong, remove 1 counter. If this card battles without a counter, destroyed at the end of the damage step. All right, I guess we're finally getting BES support, so that's cool. I think there's like a decent amount of BS cards that we haven't gotten yet, though. BES. I swear it was a joke. Let's see. Boss Rush says you cannot normal summon or set during the end phase of the turn that a BES monster or a big core is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. You can special summon 1 BES monster or big core from your deck. So how do we get the BES on the field? I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know how we do. Blind Destruction. Continue to trap. Once per turn during your standby phase, roll a 6-sided die. If the result is 1 through 5, destroy all monsters on the field with the same level as the rolled number. If it is 6, destroy all level 6 and higher monsters on the field. Bro, who needs Darkhold or Aigeki when you have that? Broken. Harpy Perfumer. First SR. Let's see, level 4, discards name, becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. So not in the deck, which means he doesn't conflict with the other Harpy Ladies that do become Harpy Ladies anywhere. And let's see, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 spell trap from your deck to your hand that specifically lists the card Harpy Lady Sisters in its text. If you control a level 5 or higher Harpy monster when you activate this effect, you can also add a second such card with a different name from the first. You can only use this effect of Harpy Perfumer once per turn. Bro, that's a +1. Potentially a +2. Broken. Use this with level duplication. Bro, that's broken. Or level augmentation. Bro, that's broken. You don't even have to play the big boy Harpies. FA Auto Navigator, a machine tuna. Level 1, this card is in your hand or graveyard. You can target 1 FA monster you control whose current level is higher than its original level. Special summon this card, and if you do, reduce that target's level by the difference between its current level and its original level. If you do that, this card's level becomes equal to the amount reduced. If this card is normal or special summon, you could add 1 FA field spell from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of FA Auto Navigator once per turn. Bro, that's just straight value right there. That's a good card. Even I could tell. FA, hang on, man. Gains attack equal to its level times 300, so it's a level 4. Unaffected by activated effects from opponents' monsters whose original level rank is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell, trap, or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. This card is... if this card's level is 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Bro, that's Dark Law. That's Macrocosmos. Bro, that's broken. That's cheating. That's broken. Ban now. Konami, please nerf. Harpy Harpist. Level 4. Let's see. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while it is on the field or in graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Harpy Harpist once per turn. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 winged beast monster you control other than this card, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. Broken. During the end phase, this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn. You could add 1 level 4 winged beast monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Bro, that's broken. Let's see. During the end phase, this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn. So it doesn't matter how it's sent there. You can just like make a rank 4 with this and then just like detach it. Even during your opponent's turn. Bro, that's broken. This card is broken. Please nerf Konami. Alright, next card is going to be Harpy Chandler. Chandler Bink. Alright. Use this card, 1 Harpy card, special summon 1 Harpy monster from your deck in defense position except Harpy Chandler. You can only use this effect of Harpy Chandler once per turn. While you control a dragon monster, this card's level becomes 7. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. Bro, this card is so broken. That's so good. That's just like that's a 1-for-1, of course, but it could tutor in the other cards that search. That's broken. Please nerf. Please nerf. Alright, this one is an Xyz card. Wowie. I hope it exceeds my expectations. It's a rank 5. Oh shit, we need a good rank 5 actually. Chandler plus Ag equals Stardust. Listen here, you. Hey, look, it's Incineroar. Number 12, the Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. 2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card. This turn, face-up ninja monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Bro, that's broken. You go into Lupine Summon, and then you banish your Dragon Dark, so you can search your Dragon Hawk, and you banish your Dragon Word, so you can special summon a Dragon Dark, and then you use Dragon Hawk to special summon another Dragon Dark. You got 2 level 5s, bro. That's a turn 1 Crimson Shadow Armor. Your opponent goes ahead and they normal summon their Levineer in set defense position, and then they blow up your field, but this card can't be destroyed, and then they respond with Karma Cut from the graveyard, and it's insane. You're protected. Daigasto Emerald. Let's see. Rank 4, 2 level 4 monsters, generic. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card, then activate 1 of these effects. Target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 1 card. Target 1 non-effect monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. It's nice to get cards back into your deck. That could come up in certain strategies, and the draw is nice, but it's just like the idea of committing 2 monsters into this without like clogging your board to do like the big plays that you want to do with something else. Like, it would be interesting to see like where this could eventually get value. It's on the current meta. Strong card though. Yeah, I think I'm just like more so thinking about it in the current meta, but I could definitely see this being like a really nice card just to like both get value off of like cards that we'd really just want to play at 1, while like still like just being able to like play the long game, especially in like decks that could fit it in. I think it's really just like right now a lot of decks are struggling to fit in everything just because they want to play everything, but eventually like as we get into more focused extra deck and a different type of meta, I don't actually know how to play this game, so don't even listen to me. Overlay 2 rose decks, get back your extra deck. Actually true. I didn't even think about it in the context of like extra decks, but that could actually be really interesting to get like your 1 of extra deck monsters while getting value off of that. You contribute 1 monster or no monsters. I love that. I love like you contribute 1 monster or no monsters to normal summon but not set this card. The attack of this card becomes the combined original attack of the attributed monsters. Neither player contribute cards. Bro. I love how passive aggressive that text is. Like I know that the effect is actually really interesting, especially like it could potentially be a lockdown, and technically you could just summon it without attributing, so that's kind of like nice. You know, it does use your normal summon, but like I love how it says you contribute 1 monster or no monsters. It's a normal summon, but not set this card. Yeah, I mean lockdown against distributing cards like from anywhere. So like just megaliths are now depressed. Like literally, this is just like 1 card out megaliths. If megaliths ever become tier 0, Fog King is coming for you. Not even Ballista works with that. Man. Now all these Ballista Squad players are going to be so sad, but actually like a pretty crazy lockdown effect, like in certain situations. Alright, Spiritual Wind Art Mayabi. Tribute 1/1 monster, then target 1 card your opponent controls, plays that opponent's card on the bottom of the deck. That's pretty good. Like, it's just basically... It is targeted removal, but it's like non-destructive, and it just like shuffles a card back to the deck, which is like an insane type of removal. Alright, apparently we're getting Lightning Vortex, so let's see if this is actually legit. People are thinking it might not be, but also we do technically have Special Hurricane. But this one's like a more flexible version. This is like basically better version of Special Hurricane. So Lightning Vortex, discard 1 card, destroy all face-up monster your opponent controls. Actually, yeah, it's like straight better than Special Hurricane because you also don't have to destroy your monsters, which is, I guess, situationally helpful in like Fire Kings if you don't mind destroying your monsters. But otherwise, like, this is just like crazy. Yeah, whereas discard 1 card from your hand, destroy all special summon monsters on the field. So in most cases, like, the difference between this and Lightning Vortex, one of the differences is that Lightning Vortex only hits face-up monsters. But realistically, how often is your opponent going to have face-down special summon monsters? Like, unless you're really trying to tech out against, like, the Subterra matchup, usually you're only caring about the face-up cards anyway. Happy Subterra noises. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Subterra's made out like bandits now. So we got Cyber / Harpy Lady, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A level 8 synchro, generic technically. Let's see. So this is the one that I think you could use a Cyber Lady, Cyber Harpy as like a tuner, even if it's not. For discard synchro summon, you can treat 1 Harpy monster you control as a tuner. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. When a spell, trap card, or effect is activated, except during the damage step. Quick effect, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls or 1 Harpy monster you control, return it to the hand. That's so busted. Bro, that's busted. That's so like that. That's busted. That's insane. a good level 8. Really good for the Harpy deck, especially since they could easily get out Harpy monsters. Like they have that 1 card that can special summon a Harpy monster from the deck. I mean, it's a 1-for-1 to special summon it, but still, it's like, I'm pretty sure that's just like a 1 card Cyber / Harpy Lady. Even though you are still using 2 cards to do it technically. Let's see. Mecha Phantom Beast, Draco Sack, 2 level 7 monsters, generic. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card, but summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. Machine, win, level 3. While you control token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Once per turn, you contribute 1 Mecha Phantom Beast monster. The target 1 card in the field, destroy that target. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. So your Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, those are Mecha Phantom Beast monsters. So you make 2, use 1, like that's how you use it, right? I don't TCG, but that's what I'm reading right now tells me you make 2 tokens, you attribute 1, you pop 1 card in the field, destroy that target. It doesn't matter if it's face up, face down, and then you're chilling, right? Draco Sack is like really nice to have. like as a generic level 7. Like I know Dark would just use it. Arguably the best rank 7 next to Big Eye. I mean, maybe the second and third best rank 7s to make. But get a load of this bad boy. This bad boy tags directly Blade Armor Ninja, a level 4. Just kidding, it's an XC's, obviously. That's a rank 4. 2 level 4 warrior monster. Bro, 6 SAM support. When returning, you can detach one XC material from this card, then target one ninja monster you control. It can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. So basically, it just pretends to be Gaga Samurai, but it's a little stronger. So it could actually get 4K on an open, over 4K on an open board without needing ties that bind. So it's, I mean, was this really worth doing being an ultra rare? I don't know. I legit think Harpies will be tiered. I think Harpies look really strong. Like the cards they got are really like good, and I think like they have some like really good effects in terms of like searching and just like potentially swarming, and also like the synergy with Storm will be interesting. Like they could just like pop their own cards and like get some searches. It'll be interesting to see, like if they don't have the monster that special summons from the deck, it'll be interesting how well they could survive the long game. But they do seem like potentially very strong. I don't know about FAs though. Like FAs look like they have some fancy effects, but I don't think they quite have something to put everything together. But that SR, the level 1 tuner, is really good.